Everyone keeps saying the job market is broken, but I've been back in the United States for a while now, a couple weeks, and I already have multiple job offers. Now, that's not a flex, but it is a contradiction. And when something doesn't match the narrative, I pay attention to that. If trying to get a job in 2026 in America feels like a humiliation ritual, why was my experience the complete opposite? Because I didn't do anything special. I just applied on Indeed, and something about that realization made me uncomfortable. You've probably seen the videos. Hundreds of applications, no responses, ghosted interviews, and automatic rejection emails. It feels impersonal, mechanical. It feels like you're submitting yourself into a machine that doesn't see you. And I understand that frustration because I've felt invisible before too. But this time, it was different. I got back to the States and I didn't overthink it. I opened up Indeed, I uploaded my resume, I applied to multiple positions, not 500 of them, just a handful that I actually qualified for. And within a week, I got phone calls, I got emails, I got interview requests. One job reached out to schedule an interview, but the website wouldn't let me book the time. So I called the store, but the manager wasn't there. I called again the next day. Manager still wasn't there. Called again the day after that. They finally said the store manager should call you to verify everything in the system just to make sure that the dates and the times can actually be put in correctly. And the next day, that store manager calls me. Says the system should be updated and everything should be good to go. I opened it up. I booked the interview. I go into the interview. And here's where it gets interesting. I wasn't nervous. Not because I'm special, but because I already knew I could do the job. I wasn't trying to prove myself. I wasn't trying to perform. I wasn't trying to impress. I just talked like a normal human being. They asked questions, and I answered honestly. There was no desperation in my tone, no please pick me energy. I knew that I qualified. So the conversation felt equal. But after that interview, I left. I went home, and later that same day, I got a phone call. We'd like to offer you the job and submit an official letter. The next day, I got another offer, and then another. And now I'm choosing. I'm not chasing. And that shift is what made me pause. Because when your experience contradicts what the collective is actually saying, you have to ask why. And I started realizing something. People respond differently to the same environment. Not because one group is smarter, but because they're positioned differently. Some people walk into the job market already defeated. Not because they're weak, but because they've been told it's broken. So every rejection confirms that story. Some people walk in overperforming, trying to be perfect, trying to say the right thing, trying to outwork the algorithm. And that tension shows. And then there are people who walk in calm, clear, not attached. And it's not because they don't care, It's because they know that they bring value, and value feels different. You position it. Here's the part that really matters. I've been living in the Dominican Republic for 4 years. I've been outside of the US system, detached from the competitive mindset, detached from the constant comparison. And while I was there, I also became fluent in Spanish. I didn't learn Spanish for leverage. I learned it because I was living life. But now that I'm back in the United States, suddenly that skill became an incentive. They literally offer me more money because I'm bilingual. Same market, different positioning. Maybe the market isn't universally broken. Maybe it's selective. Maybe America still rewards certain traits aggressively. Maybe leverage compounds quietly in the background while you're not even thinking about it. And when you step back into the system, it activates. I didn't come back trying to dominate. I came back reflective, calm, clear. And that energy changed how I showed up. When I left the US, I chose peace. I chose a slower pace, less pressure, and more presence. But being back in the States reminded me of something uncomfortable. America is still one of the best environments in the world for leverage. It moves fast. It rewards your competence. It rewards your confidence. It rewards positioning. And if you qualify, it can move in your favor quickly. Now, that doesn't mean that the system is perfect. It doesn't mean people aren't actually struggling. It just means outcomes aren't evenly distributed. Now, what bothered me was not the fact that I was getting offers. It was realizing that I had options. Because options create responsibility. And now I have to choose. Now I have to decide what direction am I going? Peace or expansion? Stability in one place or leverage in two? Because the bigger realization isn't that I got job offers. It's that I underestimated how valuable my positioning had become. I walked into that interview not really caring too much about the result, even knowing that I qualified, but I just wanted to test it and see and feel how it is to go through this process again. Because even if I didn't get selected or got the job offer, I still have my home in Dominican Republic. So I'm not forced to stay here and suffer. I can always go home. I already have a stable home in a different country. You know, sometimes the narrative online becomes so loud that we stop testing reality ourselves. If I had believed the humiliation ritual story completely, maybe I would have walked into that interview defensive, maybe insecure, maybe desperate, and maybe the outcome would have been different. The market responds to energy, not just credentials, and clarity is felt. So now I'm in a position where everyone says it's impossible, but I'm choosing between different offers. And that tension is interesting because it makes me question something bigger. Is the system actually collapsing in America? Or is it simply rewarding leverage more aggressively than ever before? And if that's true, what else have we actually misread? I don't know the final answer yet, but I do know this. 2 weeks ago, I thought I was just visiting the United States, and that I was going to go back to my home in Dominican Republic, back close to the ocean again, beautiful weather, beautiful island, beautiful culture, and beautiful people. But now, I'm holding options that I didn't expect. And sometimes the real shift isn't external. It's realizing you've become more valuable than you thought. And the environment just revealed it.